To start things off, one of the most important lessons that I've learned this semester is that it's really important for everyone to participate in the groups, especially in a class that's online like this. I think that's really important. I've kind of always been one of the people in the past that has been kind of in charge of the group, and when doing like year end semester projects and things like that, I'll kind of take charge and kind of carry the team on my back a little bit, and the people that want to do it, and the people that don't really don't have to, since it's still getting done in a timely manner and we're going to meet the deadline no matter what. So but this class has really showed me how much we can accomplish as a group if we're all working together, and if everyone's putting in full effort and getting everything done on time. I can't even imagine trying to do all of this on your own. And the supervisor role is even a lot, just to try to communicate your ideas and get everything across the right way so that everyone understands it. So that's something that this class has really pushed me to be inclusive as a group member, and I've learned that the overall structure of a company or a group also has a lot to do with how they communicate. And this class being online, I think, is especially important just in the technology age that we're now seeing. I think we're going to have to deal a lot with that as we get older. So one thing that will be beneficial to me in applying for my future in working with different types of people, and especially in an online setting, like I just said, I feel like we're getting a lot more into FaceTiming for meetings and things like that when you're not able to be there. And so this will be really beneficial just to be able to communicate better online than I would have in the past. But also working with different types of people, I think, has always been really important, but this has really helped me in pushing myself kind of out of my comfort zone. And this was one of my first online classes, and it was quite a change, and I'm sure that this will be one of the only ones that's set up like an actual workforce, with having the CEO and all the supervisors in charge of everyone, and just learning all those positions and how they interact with each other is going to be really important, since that's how an actual business is set up, and eventually the large majority of us will have to deal with that at some point in our lives. So it's really important to understand how everything moves together, and trying to just be able to communicate our ideas in a way that is beneficial to everyone. My strengths from the text would have to be my communication skills, and I think that this class has really pushed me out of my comfort zone, and the fact that my online communication was probably not the best when we started. I would say that I've used GroupMe and things like that in the past, but nothing of this nature, of how we're sending out group messages to when the tasks are due for the week, the supervisors checking in with group members if things aren't being accomplished, which is obviously really important. And I just think it's a lot different than before, but it's something that has really helped me and has improved my communication skills. I would say that as an in-the-person leader, I feel like I've been better communication-wise than online, but this class has really pushed me in terms of online communication skills, which I think will be really good in the future. And one thing that I'd like to improve upon in the future is getting better at delegating tasks. As I had mentioned in the first question, I believe, this was something that was really hard for me to do going all throughout college up until this point, and this class was something that was really focused on delegating tasks, just because there's no way that anyone could do this by themselves. And so, and just making sure that everyone has something to do each week. Since it's an online class, it's something that's always been difficult for me, but this class has kind of built me a foundation in a sense, and I think it's something that is going to really help me in the future build off of that. And I just think it's difficult, it being an online class, not knowing anyone, or like having any expectation or kind of a guideline of knowing if they're really like on top of things, if they're kind of someone that you should watch out for just from knowing them in class and things like that, or sometimes some of the things that you can do in other group type situations. But I think that this in particular has given you, like all of us, a better idea of how like the real world might be, because you might not know everyone. going in or know everyone that well when you're delegating. So it's really good, but I think this is something that I can build off of in the future, and I hope that I'll be able to improve upon. So